Okay, so I know this is probably not going to be the most interesting video that I've ever done in my life, but I'm editing. Oops, I'm editing this video that I'm doing right now on Linux, on Manjaro, and this is KdenLive. So we'll see. I really hope it's awesome because I'm very pumped for Manjaro and Linux to become something big. Okay, so I just got done editing my first video that I've ever done with KdenLive, KdenLive, the newest version 1904 or something like that on Linux. We're using Manjaro Linux, and it is rendering out now. And it says it's going to take an hour and 27 minutes, which honestly feels like too long. So hopefully it'll be a little bit faster than that, but we'll see. Okay, so overall, though, working on KdenLive was pretty good. However, I did have an issue where I had been running the release version from the Git AUR repository from their GitHub, and then it updated to the same version, but what they've actually released it through the Manjaro repository. And when that happened, all of a sudden, every time I would edit or try to edit or do anything, I would open up KdenLive and I would go to open up my save file and it just wouldn't work. It wouldn't work. It would crash it. It would just freeze. Finally, I kept doing it. I kept opening the program. I tried reinstalling it, completely erasing it, reinstarting, all the basic stuff. And the only thing that got it working again, and I cannot explain how or why, was that I opened up the save file. I just double-clicked the save file instead of opening up KdenLive first, which to me I don't understand, but now it's fine. It's been fine the whole time. I've had no issues. So other than getting used to some things like their audio editing isn't great, the ability to control the volume and stuff, it should be a lot easier. Although maybe I just don't know how to do it, but you should be able to change the volume. You should be able to change the volume for the whole track. It's silly. It wants you to add an actual effect per clip and then control it that way. There's got to be another way that I just don't see. But other than that, it does look great. It runs great. It has a feature in it that people say is, oh, you don't need this feature for this because it's a color grading tool for DaVinci Resolve, which is putting your video on another monitor. Like, why is that a bit not in every single editing program ever made? I don't know. I can't answer that question, but it's not in the program I was trying to use. But since we were playing with Linux, we tried editing this video on Linux, and it was a lot better, actually. I really liked it. Although, again, this remaining time for rendering just feels too long. Even for this computer, which isn't my main computer, it's the 3570K with the GTX 970. It still should be faster than an hour and a half for. It's a 16-minute video. It's too fast, but other than that, it's fine. It's fine. It runs great when it should. Well, it ran great most of the time, and it wasn't that hard to get used to.